Okay, it's on. Back by popular demand in my head or somewhere in another universe. Oh shoot, I forgot to bring I had like the Chinese soup container, a little one. So I put it in the middle over there, and the sanitation workers, they took it, they threw it out. I don't know, it could have been the children, these freaking brats from hell, just like. So I was gonna bring another container to put some water for our beloved birds over here that, I see them, they're like, perched. They're like, there's no water around. It's so freaking stupid. Why can't we have, just a little water fountain for the birds? So next time I'm gonna hide it in the bushes. So hopefully these freaking slaves, because why you don't freaking think, somebody put it there for the damn birds. Just put it someplace else. Well, I guess they come cracking the whip, right? I don't know. I don't know. Just like I have to bring another one. I got so angry because I saw this freaking. She kind of like make me decide to write a book, and the title of that book is gonna be Thug Bitches. Freaking disgusting piece of shit. It's like I asked her a question, about her sandwich, and it's like, and she go, "What?" I mean, like yelling. Like I went to the other bodega on Grand, and I thought it was gonna be less congested. Well, let me start by saying it's 2:37 p.m. and it's Thursday, May 20th, 2021, and I'm just like, oh, that's not that I was in such a great mood. I'm not gonna lie, but and she was with her son. She was with her son. This is this really pale Puerto Rican thug bitches. Like I'm like, come on. Oh, and she walked in like, what's going on? I got my shit is not ready. I got my shit. It's like, yeah, I used to be like, oh my God, they hit a bitch. Now I'm like, I'm gonna wait and find out what happened before I, you know, jump to defend the bitch. I'm like, that mouth? I mean, like, it's a miracle she's still alive. Anybody, another bitch just like that would have taken her down in the Bronx. But they know exactly who to talk to like that. They know that when they want something, they can talk like Becky and, and then another thug bitch was in the bag and you're just staring at me, like, in a tracksuit, in an effing tracksuit. Like, if you're in a bodega, you gotta get the fuck away from the register. I don't wear your muscle. I don't do that shit. I only go where I go because they don't, but we keep distance regardless. regardless of what time it is. Could be 1987, whatever. We just want to be by the register all the time. Come on, you pay and go. That's it. That's why I keep telling they need to open a window. You know, like a drive-through kind of thing. It just is like it's not fun to go into the stores, you know. I never like it. You know, I like to order in the window. I'll go inside when it's time to pay, and that's it. Especially where I live at. In Washington Heights and the Bronx too, you know. Mm-mm. I'm not so sure why I'm so angry today, you know. But I was on my way here, I was like thinking about a middle ground. You know, like my ex, he never liked to talk about his trauma or anything like negative about himself. Nothing like, you know, that he'd been going through or something. But I know he'd been going through a lot because, you know, like, well, first of all, you know, that's how people meet. We all have our frequency vibration or vibrational frequency, I don't know how you say that. And that's how we gravitate to one another. That's how he started coming back to the house, you know, at the beginning. I have no proof of that, but you know. Over the years, you know, like, you know, I just feel like, you know, we must have things in common, you know, to still be, you know, I guess putting up with each other, you know, because also putting up with you know, transsexualism, it's no joke. So obviously, like right there, he tell you, you know, he got low self-esteem. You know, I got somebody behind me too. What are the odds? At least they're not running away from the sun, as always. And so, like for me, I like to have in mind, you know, I mean, not a lot. I mean, it might sound like I do a lot, you know, like I, oh shoot, who fell out there? But I don't. Actually, it's I make an effort to always, you know, remind my background. Because I don't want to take anything more than I can chew up, you know. But I see most people don't. I've seen people that I knew, you know, it's a recipe for disaster, you know, when you think you're like ready for this or that opportunity or task, and you know, like trauma got a way to pop up when you least expect it. Ahora viene de rojo. Se ve muy joven.
Yeah.
Ah, se ve muy joven.
Fíjate, ya también.
Anda de chavito ahí,
No,
correteando a la gallina.
ya pasó el frío.
Está bueno. Va mucho al gimnasio, ¿no?
A veces, bueno.
Perdí mi membresía. Sí, se cobraron ellos. Se cobraron a los... estuvieron cerrados y de todos se cobraron la anualidad.
¿Qué se cobraba?
Me faltaban $5. Y por eso tengo 3 sobregirados. Yo no lo voy a pagar. Yo no pago esa porquería.
¿Cómo va la cosa?
¿Ya va a la casa?
¿Eh?
¿Que ya va a la casa, dice?
Sí.
Como niño bueno.
Me va avisando a ti, ¿verdad?
Que si voy a Querétaro.
Avisando a ti, ¿verdad?
¿Ah?
Me va a avisar pronto, ¿verdad?
La visa, me va a dar visa porque no tengo visa.
Me va a avisar pronto para ir a tu casa.
Bueno, pues apunte mi teléfono después. Porque este no se puede parar. Ahora estoy con el iPad. Compré iPad. Nos vemos. I'm saying I'd rather give him my phone number because it stops every time. I don't like that. You know, we still have that fucking, you know, stigma that all transsexuals are prostitutes. You know, I'm not. And most importantly, I don't want that kind of stigma, you know. So I think it's best to you know, just I can't believe it's been like a freaking month and he still say he's interested. The elderly guy, he kind of like gave up already. I'm like, good. I usually wait because it's mostly like an impulse, you know. Planetary impulses. That's why, you know, I know everybody tell me that's stupid to do, you know, but I have to take the opportunity while they feel like it, you know. Oh no. I know I have nobody to say that, you know, oh, it's because, you know, I was horny that day or whatever, you know. Hope you don't. F that. I didn't realize I was so dysregulated. You know, I feel very angry right now. I don't know what it is, but it is. And that woman too, like that. She just like these two bitches was like too much. It's like the other one in the tracksuit just looking me up and down like she's a dude or something. Like what the fuck? Here they are. They say, no, this piece is for me. But there's more pieces over here. Why you want, I guess, romantic thing, I guess. You want to eat of the same piece. It was just so, oh God, it was just, it's a spectacle to see that, like, what? I'm taking you so long. Oh, whatever, like, like. But I'm glad I'm remembering that because that's the way they are. They keep their eyes on the prize all the time. As I was reading, from this historian, African historian, that's what they do. They move in and, like anybody else, pretending to move in. Sorry. And it said right there, they plant their crops and everything, and they stay there for a long time. It said, but all unknown to anybody, they are collecting elephant tusk. They're collecting elephant tusk, and they're like, they bury them underneath their property. Let me sit a little bit this side. Because it's not even summertime. I guess I must get some of the sun for later on. I'm there, yeah. So they stay there for years. That's the patience these Arabs they got, They stay in there for years, and nobody suspects shit. And just one night, they torched the entire village, and helicopters or trucks, whatever, they come and get them, and they take all the shipment, and they just fly away. They go away with all the secrets of those people, and that's like, I was like, wow. So it's not too surprising to see, how these guys, they just let all these bitches just talk to them like they're a piece of shit, I thought they was only doing that to my compatriots, but I guess they do that to, to anybody who they're buying shit from, I'm just imagining right now if one day they run into the street, when there's not that relationship of customer, provider, whatever, But they wait. They wait and they wait and they wait. These freaking errors, like. It's like everybody's so like, oh my God, Palestine, all this, blah, blah, blah. And like, come on. That's who they are. Hey, sweetie, I don't have any more. I can't believe he's like going all around me. He looked like a baby. Oh, now he flew by. go the pigeon saying, "You got any food over here?" Anyway, I gotta get more focus, I guess. I'm carrying just a little bag today. No more heavy bags, I hope. I don't know. I'm addicted to carrying all this garbage around. That's another psychological shit. But I'm changing. Every day I'm changing. And I'm becoming, a better woman. Let me sit over here so I can get some sun on my leg. Oh, God. Oh, I almost forgot, too, while I was there waiting for my bagel, they have a new Mexican guy. They have a new compatriot. The Arab actually told me that he went to Mexico for 2 weeks. I don't believe nothing people say no more, I guess, I don't know. It's just like, because of feminism, a lot of men are petty too. A lot of men are petty too and catty to other men. And I guess I would not be surprised if he had a big fan base because he's very attractive, my compatriot. And, he keeps himself in shape because he don't do really much for me, he used to when I was young, but now, I guess I have met too many great bodies with very shallow, very, I guess weak. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. Very weak inside, very strong outside, very weak. And I know a lot of men. They hear a bad compliment, and they feel very, they're taken down almost by it. But wow. I don't know if it's a new thing or that's always been going on. And now that we have social media, I guess too, but no, actually like in person. These cases I heard is in person. Guys still talking about it. There was cold this and that. I was like, for real? I'm like, oh yes, this gentleman came in as I was waiting for my bagel, I don't know. Let's just say Afro-Latino. It's not your typical DR, So he came in and said delivery, and he got like the whole dolly, with bottles of water. And the guy, the Arab said, what address you got? It's just like, oh, this is not the address. He was coming here in the corner. But he got mistaken and he went over there to the other corner on Grand. And we started talking. And it was like, I said, how many hours you've been working? I said, like, and, he tried to speak in English and everything. I guess I do look, I guess still somehow I look kind of like Americanized or something. And yeah, I said we started talking in our language. It's like, what the hell, And so he told me, well, he didn't tell me in my native tongue, He didn't tell me that, but I told him, you need to count. I told him in my native tongue, I told him, how many hours a week? He said, I don't know. He said, I don't know. Which is kind of tied up into today's subject, right? That, we want to turn a blind eye so we don't get discouraged or depressed. But then again, the fact is that, this gentleman working probably, I don't know, 60 hours a week, right? And and I say, how come you don't count them? Because he said, I don't know. How come you don't count your hours? I said, they're gonna cheat you out. And he said, oh no, I get paid every day, $80. And I say, clear? I say, clear. He said, yeah, clear, $80. I say, I'm trying to be optimistic. I don't like to bum people out. In spite of what some other people might believe, I do. I don't at all. I always try to, I'm set up areas. I'm always set up to look for the brighter side, or the darker side to me, because I don't believe anything that is brighter. Everything that is brighter is better, So right after he took off, he told me, well, I'm 65. And I was like, I still, I mean, I am okay with that. I am okay with that because the alternative is horrible. We all human beings, we have a need, a genuine need to feel needed, to be needed. So the alternative is worse, I think. So, I just say like, well, so you keep in great shape. You don't have to even go to the gym, I say, but yeah, it's true what they say. You cannot sugarcoat shit. He got probably no insurance, no nothing, except his, amazing gene pool, But it is a lot of suffering, right? Because, Western ideology, whatever that is, Americanism tells us that, we should be retired by the age of 60, right? We should be like, reaping off the benefits of our labor, and that's a big ass lie. Because nobody can keep up with the inflation. Nobody can keep up with inflation. Oh shoot, I didn't pack up there. I guess I got my estrogen. I think it's next week, it's not this week. Yeah. They never call me. They have an automated service. For some reason, they cannot put my number in that automated service to call me like reminders. They call reminders. Whatever you say that, and But there's a reminder right after I missed the damn appointment. They say, you missed your appointment. So you gotta pick your blessing. At least they call me afterwards. So instead of getting it every 2 weeks, I get it like every 2.5 weeks. You know? Yeah, I'm definitely like in some kind of funk. So yeah, what should we do? I mean, I don't know. I guess there's some websites that you can post a question. I mean, I know. I think I know what to do. I mean, like, you always have to, keep it in mind, but not let it dominate you. But like, a lot of people, they're just terrified. They're just terrified of like, like even talking about trauma. I know a lot of people is like even in the program, a lot of people they take it offense. They take offense. A lot of people take offense. If you want to talk about trauma, like I mean, I wouldn't know, but it felt to me that way. Like, oh my gosh, you got offended. Like, and I see that people that every time I see people like, these bitches want me to get, depressed, something. I mean, they used to say that's how the white interviewers do it. Like, they ambush their victims and they get them to, because supposedly those are the best interviews when the interviewee break down. I don't know. Breakdown, it's a little dramatic, but that's what the language says. I mean, like, so as I was climbing up the staircase, I started thinking, I got this thought like, well, enough is enough. I know I have a lot of trauma. They say it's like PTSD, but they call it complex trauma, right? Because there's so many from so many angles, from so many this is a theory now. It's a theory about the compounded trauma. I'm not really crazy about it because I think I don't know. I think it's like everybody's case is different. It might be the original trauma is the one that haunts you throughout your entire life. Meaning, but what is the original trauma? When you start remembering, or when before that, or because I don't remember anything. The first 6 years of my life, I don't remember anything. And just one day I found out. I was like, those are not my memories. Those are stories my mom used to say. Those are stories my older sister used to say. Even a couple of stories from the ladies who work around the house. But not my stories. That's how I found out. And that's one of the beauties of Al-Anon, because Al-Anon, it got a way of, like, the first thought, this is why I'm quiet. The first thought, it was like taking down our defenses. I don't know if it's true, but that was an interesting first choice of words that mine had to offer, right? Huh. But you have to take down your defenses. order to find out what happened to you. You know, we have to find out what happened to us, and it's hard when you're like, oh no, 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 I don't want to talk about that. No, I don't want to talk about that. So yeah, as we talk about that and other stuff, I mean, like we get the sensation of being vulnerable. Are we actually vulnerable? I don't know. But the mind somehow it just like it create these beliefs, you know, like, oh no, don't, you know, the past is the past, and you know, like, get the fuck out of here, and like, you know, and don't ever mention it again. You know, I mean, it feel like it. It feel like it. You know, that's what the mind, how the mind operates. Sometimes, you know, sometimes the mind like, you know, and it feel like it got beliefs of its own. It got beliefs of its own. Like, you know, I always thought it's like, you know, when I found out I have no memories, well, until I was like 7 years old. That was the first thing. I thought, well, I guess the mind is protecting me, or the mind believe is protecting me. I don't know. Because that's what they say in the movies, whatever, in the television series I used to watch, right? So, so we don't know. We don't know, but all I know is that there is it's hard to come up with, you know. Okay, well, shit did happen. You know, shit did went down. For many years, you know, especially, I guess, the first 15 years of my life, it was like, you know, my house was a circus. You know, my mom was out of control, my father was out of control, and I felt completely powerless. And that right there get me very angry because I wasn't, but I felt that way for, you know, shit, almost 2 decades. Almost 2 decades, you know, I just felt like, you know, like, well, you know, it's it's hard to change the tape. You know, I don't know if they still say that. But more and more I suspect that, you know, everybody around you, they are the same, you know, fucked up people. All of that, because I just thought about my auntie who just died like 3 years ago. And, well, I'm going to say the way the mind say it. I don't know if it's true or not, but she used me. She used me to get what she needed. She wanted to come back to Chicago, where she's from, and with her, how many are 11 or 12 children? I don't even know at this point. I forgot. So she wanted to come back, and she did not make me, but I love her. She did not make me do it, but I love her. So I ended up staying like more than 2 years in Mexico. You know, just to come with her. You know, like let's say it was a year. Let's say it was a year. You know, like so I was saving money to come over. You know, so it's crazy how the mind just at least 1 year I waited for her. Yeah, I know. Because I was like, okay, I'm ready. And I'm thinking to go back to my, uh, family page. I have an account just for family. It's supposed to be all locked up. And to start live streaming. Because I feel like, well, I can kind of suspect all the stories they've been telling about myself. I kind of do. But I say, like, shit, if I die or when I die, these stories are going to be gone. And why? Why? Both of those are aunties. The one we moved in with, in the living room on the floor after the fire. Yeah, she did a 182. I would say she did a 180 as well. See, this language is great. So, I just don't want to go like with anger, but I do want to prioritize myself. Shit, I mean, enough of prioritizing everybody, keeping quiet, and blah blah blah. And I mean, granted, back then there was no medium to come about, right? But now I'm feeling like, not sure, how much I need to clear my name, but definitely don't want to leave any doubt about myself, especially now they found out that I'm transsexual. Like now it's just like, oh, it's open season, right? Whatever. F it. Like we say in my home country, my heart is not a warehouse. My heart is not a warehouse. Shit. So I've been thinking about this for like 3 years now. So, I don't know why I stopped. I know spirits, kind of like stopped me too. My ancestors. But at the same time, I have this need, like they say, I'm compelled to do these videos on that exclusive account I got, the family account, I'm realizing right now, I got a thought right now saying, if I'm gonna wait until the anger subsides, that thought said, shit's never gonna happen. I don't know where that thought came from, whatever, but it's true. It's true, you know, like um, anger have a funny way of staying dormant, right? Staying kind of like recessive, and then boom, they come out, and that's when it get really scary. Unfortunately, a lot of boys are not really trained on emotion regulation. You know, we all tend to like grow up in a household that promoted either overregulation. Well, mostly, yeah. In Mexico, it's all overregulation now. I think for the crackers, it's like I guess it's under regulation. You know, they fall apart for nothing. You know, and just to bother you, you're like constantly vomiting. Like you're like, yeah, I feel, I feel, I, you know. And then there's some of us that would never say ouch, nothing, you know. So I guess they call it pent up anger. I don't know what the hell that means, but the mind remember all these terms. Thank you, mind. And so I do have the drive, you know. I think it's the little girl inside of me to say that, you know, she never forgets. She's still like, she have a scorecard of everybody. You know, I mean, I'm probably freaking you out. It's the first time. Yeah, of course it's the first time you watch any of my videos, you know. But, you know, I promise myself, I promise the little girl that I used to be, that I was never gonna let nobody disrespect her no more, because you know actually she was um, alone. You know, never really had anybody, which is something I hear a lot of times from other transsexuals, that you know they all got at least one person who, you know, I wouldn't say got them, but at least, you know, was not, you know, I hear all these stories that, you know, some of them are kind of stupid, you know, like, tell you the truth. I mean, like, oh yeah, my auntie let me play with dolls. Like, freaking bullshit, you know, like, I don't know. I just find those stories a little bit, like, simplistic. Because it's not about, you know, wearing a dress. It's not about playing with, you know, dolls or anything. It's about, you know, the sacred feminine that is inside of us, and it's demanding RESPECT, you know? And it's something to always, you know, to guide my life. That always guide my life. Oh, this thing don't have a pulse. Damn it. Shit. They need to put a pulse button so you can have a good cry. It's really horrible, you know, what they do to something so sacred, you know, that is beyond any one of us, you know. This is this is something to be Well, definitely not to be understood with the mind, though. Because the mind is like a child. You don't really understand nothing. That it's not form. So, we know now the mind is addicted to the form. Always want to know, oh, what color is it? How big is it? I mean, nothing like that, but, where is it from? What is it like called? What is the full name? What is like the mind need to feed the computer, which is great, you know, but there's a lot of stuff we cannot really say with words, you know. But I get sad because they just have made it into something really stupid and horrible, and just it's just sad. It's just very, very sad for me, that most people will never find out. Most people will never find out, really. I mean, not that I think anybody, I don't know if anybody's supposed to find out. I don't know. I don't know what is the purpose of having us living. I don't have another word like this. I don't know. Maybe one day it will be revealed to me. I don't know. To the mind, sometimes it feels like it's bizarre. Come on, it's not like there's a lack of bitches in the whole world. Excuse my French. But it's just really hard to understand God. But then again, hi, how's it going? Good, good. I'm sorry? Sure. All right. I'm just gonna finish my live stream. I'll continue later. It's not live stream, it's recording.
Oh, I see.